That's a monster.
Yeah, another big fish. Fish on!
Let's get another one. Absolute stonker. Welcome back everybody. We're back on the River Blackwater. First session of the year. We're going for Super Spook Junior. And this year they brought them out, the new ones, the new JJ Minnow. It's got a slightly bigger tail, a bit of a paddle tail. But this is the lure that I'm going to be using for most of the year with my top water lures. So welcome back. First session, let's have a go, see what we can find, and let's see what this year can bring us. Here we go, a beautiful day. It was the hottest day of the year yesterday. Today, a bit of a breeze picked up, but we'll have a go. I'm going to start with an old JJ Minnow, just to wet the line. This one's the last one I had left over from last season. So if you compare that with, I get it out of my pocket, that's the new one. That's the old one. So you can see there's just a slightly bigger paddle tail on it. So we'll put that on in a minute once I've had a few casts to wet the line. But we'll cast with the old one first. Still a bit shallow. We've probably got half an hour before this lure will work properly. I generally want about 3 foot of water for this lure. We've got a little mud line here about 20 yards out, and then we're going to clear water. So let's have a chuck. Exciting stuff. How have you all been? It's been a long time since oh, there's a ripple there. Been a long time since we've cast any lures and caught any bass. Hopefully this season will be good. Wait and see. The Brent geese are still here, they're flying by, look. Yeah, still a little bit shallow for this. I'm gonna have to keep my rod tip high and keep the lure off the bottom. I've just cast with the, I'm going to wade out a little bit more. Yeah, the wind's a bit chilly today. Sunshine's nice though. So this year, JJ Minnow. I caught 95% of my fish last year on the JJ Minnow. The others were top water lures, various different sorts. This year we're just going to stick with top water and the JJ Minnow because it's just what works for me. They swim so well, and I can only recommend that you get some. Mr. Fish jersey is the place to go. JJ Minnows are back. The water's nice and clear anyway. We just need a bit more depth. If there's any early bass coming in, maybe get one. Maybe. So I hope you've all had a nice winter. I've caught a few winter fish, a couple of dabs and a few whiting over the winter. And then January and February have just been cold and dark and damp and windy and horrible. Now March is here and the sun's come out. We're hoping for a bass or two. So I'll keep casting, and if I get anything, I'll bring you back. So one more cast while you're there. The wind's catching it a bit. That's going a fair old distance today though. Just want another bit more water. Half an hour's time I reckon. Nothing yet. I thought I'd bring you back. So yeah, the JJ Minnow been the lure for me for quite a few seasons now. Caught a lot of fish on it. It just works. I just like the weight of it, the way it works in the water, and it just works for my situation. So we'll stick with them, see how we go. Not spending extortionate amounts of money on expensive lures when I don't need them. I've got hundreds of lures and I don't need them all. I realise that now. So nice and simple. I've got £20 braided line from Decathlon with a £12 mono leader, the £12 mono that I've had for years and still keeps going. I just use that for my leader. No fancy stuff, no fluorocarbon, just good old 12-pound mono. I think it's Shakespeare stuff that I've had for literally years and years and years, the spool, and it just, I've used it for all my fishing. I don't use anything else. That's all I need. Just simple bass fishing, having a bit of fun. We're going to try and get out on the kayaks a little bit more this year. My friend Simon, shout out to Simon, he's brought a lovely pedal powered kayak, so we're going to try and get out and catch a few bass on the kayaks, but that's all weather permitting. It's not nice, I couldn't go out there today, that's be freezing, but the bass will be in soon, another couple of weeks I reckon. Might get the odd one now, that's what I'm hoping for today, but we've got to wait a couple of weeks so it warms up. Mid-April I reckon. It's the 21st of March I think today, so mid-April I reckon, before they really start coming in, but there's always that chance of that early one. More brink geese coming by, look. If they haven't gone, you know it's still gold. But no, it's good to be back. I hope you're going to enjoy my videos this year. And please remember, when you've watched a video or you're watching it, just click that like button. I know you hear all the YouTubers say it, but I have thousands of people watching my videos and not very many thumbs ups. So when you don't like, even if there's no thumbs downs, just not enough thumbs ups. And comment, give us a comment. I'll always reply, just give us a comment. I'll try and help you out as much as I can, but I'd like a few more likes please. All my subscribers, 400 odd of you. Very nice of you to subscribe. Let's try and get the numbers up this season. Let's get some good bass fishing videos out and really have a bit of fun out here on the River Blackwater in Essex. So I'm swinging this, the tide's just coming in by the way, it's been coming in. It's not a very big tide today, but it's been turned now for a couple of hours, so just once the water builds up, just flowing this JJ Minnow in the current. If anything's passing by, coming through, looking for crabs, because crabs is what they'll be feeding on at the moment. It's a bit of sunshine we've had, the crabs are nice and active, they'll be peeling and the bass will be coming in for them, those early spawning ones that have spawned and are coming in for a feed on the crabs. Yes, I could use a creature bait and wait till the tide comes up and flick it around in the bladder rack, but I shan't be doing that. I like to chuck out a bit of current. There's plenty of crabs about, so that's what the bass are coming for this time of year. So we might get a big one, like I did a couple of years ago. A nice freshly spawned one. Maybe just a big fat one that hasn't gone out to spawn. So hopefully we're going to have a good season, lots of good videos, lots and lots and lots of bass, nice sized bass. There's lots of little bass last year. Hopefully they've grown up and they've come back to the River Blackwater and they're a lot bigger. 40s, some nice 40s and 50s, that's what we want, late 40s and 50s, nice size fish, not those little 35 rats. But even though they're good fun and it's a bass, good fun catching them on top water and like I did last year, we want some proper tugs, some proper nice bass. Old brink geese, they're getting itchy feet, they want to move on. Look at that, look, beautiful, across the sky. What a place. There you go, so this is what I got in my box, that's what I'm going to have this year. I've got the JJ Minnows, you've got the old ones in the middle, there's a new one on the top with a yellow head, bit of chartreuse on it, and the bottom one is the pure white one, the pearl white, the slightly bigger tails, as you see, thumping tail. We'll try it in a minute in the water. And then I've got my faithful Super Spook Junior Another very old JJ Minnow here. These are my last ones from last season, and they're very old and rusty, but I'll hang on to them for the heads. I've got a one up, I think that's called, or something, one up shad. That's it. I got one of those. A friend of mine from Cornwall gave me that. I got that to try on a little weighted hook. I got that one to skip through the weed. Now if we put them back in there, take that one out because that's connected. And on the other side, this is all I'm going to carry this season. I'm not going to carry loads and loads of gear. And in here I've got my top waters. I've got another super spook. I've got the Chappie 100, which I caught on last year. I got a little shallow diver there, and 1, 2, 3 pachinkos. I got the 2 125s and a 100 in mullet. So those are my main top water ones. So that's what I shall be using all season. I've got to get some new hooks for the pachinkos, they're getting a bit old. A little 100 and the 125s. I've got a bigger one at home, but I like the 125s, they cast well. So that's my top water in there, with the JJ Minnows on the other side. My rod is just a Daiwa Ninja. Let's try and find the, I can't remember what grams it is on here. Oh, there we are, it's around there. It's a Daiwa Ninja. I can't remember what it was now. Just a Daiwa Ninja. 8-foot rod. Oh, 7 to 28 grams. There you go, 7 to 28 grams. That's an 8-foot rod. So I got that twinned with a little Daiwa 2,500 reel with 20-pound braid and a 12-pound fluoro leader. Not fluoro. A 12-pound mono leader. Literally, I've got 2 foot of leader on there, from there out to leader, and that's it. Simple as that. And in my bag, I just carry a bit of food, a spare reel, a bit of line, some glasses, so I can't see these days. I've got my glasses to tie some knots, a pair of pliers, a bit of camera gear, and that's it. So that's what I'm going to have this year. Travel light, keep it simple, JJ Minnows, top water, and see what we can get. So I'll do some swimming with the old JJ Minnow now, and I'll put a new one on. We'll have a cast with that, and we'll see how different that looks swimming in the water. So here's the old style JJ Minnow. I'll put it in the water and I'll try and, I hope you can see that. Little tail wobbling in the water. I'll put the new one on now. I'll click that on and we'll see what difference it is. There we go, there's the new one, the slightly thicker tail. I'll pop that in the water and we'll see what difference it is. Oh yeah, much different with a wobble. More of a thump with that one. Well, that's it from me. No luck today. First little session out. Try out those new JJ Minnows. It's a bit chilly. I'm going to go home, have a cup of tea, and try again next week. Hopefully we'll get some more warm sunshine and warm the water up and get those bass in. But good luck if you're going out. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. More videos coming up, and take care.